Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's AMA Scoot Fridays. I'm Chris, and we are here with the one and only Elwa. And today we're going to be going through the Pro, mostly Pro V6. Elwa and Matrick just came back from China last week to visit the production line and the production of the first 150 beta production units, which is really exciting. So we're going to go through a bit of that. We're going to announce the winner of this week's Apollo Air 2021. For those of you who are unaware of the contest we're currently running, every week we give away a free scooter. All you have to do is participate in our summer campaign, and all the instructions are on the Instagram link. So if you haven't, go there. You can win a free scooter. So that's really, really cool for this summer. So yeah, let's get straight into it. And if you guys have any questions or comments, please just leave it on it. We'll run through as we go. Our goal of these is to keep everything as transparent as possible, answer your questions, and keep you updated with everything new. So without further ado, should we do this week's winner of the Air 2021? I'll do a little drum roll, and while you'll say who it is.
No, it is Marcus Quetter.
Marcus Quetter from Canada. So congratulations, Marcus. If you could, we'll reach out to you, and we'll get this sorted for you. But that's great. You have a new scoot for the summer to use, which is great. So jumping into the Pro V6, Elwa, how is China? I know there's a whole podcast we're going to do probably next week on the whole experience in China, but overall focusing more on the Pro. How was that experience? And
it was great. I guess we covered it last week. I guess we can reiterate it again because it was fantastic. The V6, it was the first time I was going to China. I know you and Match went before to see your old factory, but it was the first time for Maciek as well to see this new factory, and it was really reassuring to see. And for people who haven't seen it, there's a V6 walkthrough that we are in the factory showing it, and we're going to be publishing a video just about the factory, like every process, the CNC, the painting. You see everything from A to Z, and you're going to see just the amount of detail that goes into making a scooter. And we were able to wrap it up within 9 minutes. So it's I think for people who pre-ordered the Pro, it's going to make you appreciate it even more.
Yeah. Exactly. So now in the process, just for context, every time we launch a product, what we do is we have the prototype. We do the first, Elwa and his team do all the renders. And then we get the first prototype, we do the testing, we show it to you on YouTube. We do 6 iterations. After that, that's when we launch our beta program, which is around 150 units that go to our beta community to test. And they have to all ride 300 miles to 500 kilometers. And then we actually launch it. So the Pro today, where it's at, is that we've done those 6 rounds of testing. We're now in the beta program system. And what's happening is, so that's what Elwa and the team were looking at in China. And after that, so once these get delivered in, I think, a month or so, we're going to then roll out the pre-orders and the actual delivery, which is an end of year. So the Pro beta is incredible. We had a community event in Montreal last Friday, which was really fun. Lots of beta testers and scooter community riders came and tested it, and it was really good overall. But Elwa, so what is the biggest, what are the differences between the V5 and the V6, which is now, I guess, the beta production ready, that you can share with the audience today?
There's let's say we start from the back. We added motor connector on the motor line, so now you can to change the tire, to change the motor, it's way easier. Before you needed to open the whole deck. So at the rear it was fairly easy, but at the front, and the wire is going through the suspension arm, the neck, the direction, so it was quite a heavy job to do. You need to go at the repair center basically to do it. So now we added quick connect that are still really good, because you connect them, and then there's a locking ring, so it's never going to become loose and create problems like we had on the old City 2020 and 2021. So anyway, we added this in the front and the back. The suspension is a bit more firm than before too. They're ready to accommodate all the different weight, and the adjustment for the suspension is different too. On the V5, it was becoming loose, the adjustment plate, and now we just changed the way it's made, so it's tighter. the rear footrest, the plastic in the middle, the tolerance between the two is way tighter. So you no longer have a weird gap where the light is and on the middle part. And we added seals around it. In the footrest, there's a seal where the handle is and all around the footrest itself. Then if we go inside the body, the kickstand on the V5, it was barely touching the ground because the suspension was too high of the scooter. And you can imagine it's super tight, the tolerance, because we have a fixed kickstand like this. Usually when you have a kickstand on the side and the scooter is leaning on one side, well, okay, even if it's a bit too short or too long, well, you have some room to play. But for us, because it's fixed under, it needs to be at a precise height to be having a full contact surface with the ground. So we fixed the suspension by putting stopper in it. It was going too low. So let's say those are the two wheels of the scooter. Now they're a little bit more like this. So the kickstand is touching properly the ground. So that's great. And that's one thing we caught on the assembly line. So we had to rework all the piece of the bit of production to fix it. Inside the scooter, the controller, well, it's the latest one. We just changed the firmware. Like we mentioned multiple times, we think that now the acceleration is way better and hopefully the top speed too. Yeah, we're going to go today to test it. We have two V6, and let's say the V6 that we have now at the office, we have the Chrome one, is the beta is like V6.5, the latest firmware update. We're going to test it side by side with a V6 and we're going to post the result. But yeah, I was just testing it outside and it's from ESG, it's 9 seconds, the 0 to 30 miles per hour. Like when I was counting in my head, it's not precise at all. Can barely count up 7. It was like 6 seconds, 7 seconds. So just that like felt way faster. So hopefully when we're gonna test it, the goal is 5 seconds. So we're gonna see. And the top speed, I'm gonna ask Josh to test the top speed because he's more courageous than me. So that's one of the biggest updates because the power is there. The motor can give really high output. So it's really just a firmware thing. So that would be nice.
That's great. No, I was just gonna say like so many of you have probably seen a teaser of our Chrome edition online. We're not selling this, but let us know in the comments. If this is of interest. We can do it. I know there's a lot of it. You can see every single detail of it. So as beautiful, incredible as it is, we're scared that you could probably see a few things, but if there's enough attention or enough demand, we can also offer this as a thing. It looks amazing. Elway's got like a full Chrome helmet as well. So when he's riding at night, it's ridiculous. Just depends if you're interested.
Or during the day. Super flashy.
Yeah.
The light on the scooter too is the other thing we changed. So again, you couldn't go see on YouTube to see the difference between the V5 and the V6. But now you basically no longer see the dots of each like LED. It's COB that we use, but it was not compact enough to be super smooth from the strip. So we were using a diffuser. And now we really got the right opacity. So it's not blocking the light. So it's not dim, but it's just opaque enough so you don't see those dots. It looked fantastic. We changed the software for the turning signal as well, just because we have a sweep on the body when you activate the turning signal. It's doing like the Audi motion or Mustang. But now at the back, it's flashing on the footrest on the side. So it's more visible from if you're behind. And on the side, it's still doing the sweep. So there's small details like this. We added stickers on the body too. Apollo Pro, made in Canada. So just a little like design aspect like this that makes it look honestly more premium. And same thing on the stem. We added the Apollo 1. The Apollo sticker. The folding mechanism is also different. We have a spring now that is way tighter. So when you open it, it's going to lock like a first time, and then you can lock the main latch. That's a requirement in Europe. So I'm glad that with that folding mechanism, we're able to achieve it. The spring is obviously orange on the front. So that's just design-wise, but it's nice. And the shade matched perfectly with the kickstand. Which that I was afraid that it was going to be a bit off, but no, it's the same. If we go up and those lights, we had problems during the production that they were not waterproof enough. We were doing the IP66 test and all the lights were messed up. So what we did is that right now we open the diffuser from the supplier side and we pour like silicone or epoxy in the whole strip. So with the new test now, it's not only resisting to splash of water, we submerge them. We left them like a whole day running underwater. and they are still fine. So that's fixed. That's great. And we just got the confirmation this morning that we passed the IP66. Maybe we can post both videos.
We should, yeah. It's a really cool video of just half an hour, like a fire hose of water just blowing onto the scooter to make sure everything works well. And that's another video I think we're working on as well. It's literally the whole production process of the Pro, which is incredible because it looks relatively easy for people who I guess don't see how to build a scooter, but there's so many complexities internally, whether it's on the hardware or on the software side. And that's the goal of these conversations and just showing you as much insights as we can. But yeah.
There's maybe 5 iteration. There's 5 iteration of the scooter, but there's also 5 iteration of pretty much every component, the kickstand, the display, everything on it. So what you see is the final result of everything being put together, but you don't necessarily see all the steps, which you can see a little bit by seeing our V1, our V2, V3 walkthrough. But yeah, so that video is going to be great. And we're going to show you our testing rigs as well. So that's also important for us. There are other difference on the beta. We changed the suspension. We added the stopper to fix the kickstand issue, but also the suspension was overextending. There's also at the top of the stem, before we were fixing the headset to the stem with just 2 screws like we have on the City and the Air. And we changed it now, it's 4 screws, so it's just more solid. It's going to last longer. Again, our scooters are made like the Pro and the new City and all the new models. We want to test them for 10,000 kilometers. And the only way to have your handlebar still tight after 10,000 kilometers, you need 4 screws. So even on the City and the Air, we are changing to 6 screws actually to be sure that it's never going to shake. The display, obviously, that's the newest big thing. And with the display, we were able to redesign a whole new PCB. So inside the headset, before you had the PCB on the side, you had the speaker plus the wireless charger and the light. It was so tight in there. But now that we can remove the PCB from the side and put it in the display, the whole headset inside, it's way cleaner. And when it's cleaner, it's easier to be waterproofed. And if you need to change any of those components, it's going to be a lot more of a pleasant experience for the customers. The throttle, those are the V8, but this is like the 6th iteration of the V8. And they're great. They're fantastic. Those one lasted 300,000 cycle. And like we said last week, we broke the rig testing it. Because when we were there, we were testing a lot of different versions. So we did maybe 500,000 or 600,000 cycle, and the rig just gave up.
Because what is the competition?
Competition is 100,000 cycle, and even not competition like Inokim. That's what they do. Like people don't do their own throttle usually. You just go buy them from big suppliers, and the biggest suppliers are the one for Segway, for Xiaomi, whatever. We use the same supplier. It's 100,000 cycle that they test. So you need to get them and test it on your side because it's just going to test for 100,000. So it's a industry standard in the actual accessory field, such as the throttle.
Cool. Okay, so we're getting some good questions here as well. So let's jump into these. Okay, so we'll start from the top. Okay, Jock, dimensions of the 2021 stem bolts. Please just write to our customer service team or look on the website. Everything should be there. So we'll be happy to give you those dimensions. Super excited, amazing. Hey, Alex. Live in Houston, Beta Pro arrival. So this, again, we should be getting an update in a week or 2. We don't know the exact arrival date, but the team, just write to the team and we'll give you a better estimation of the dates. Mazin, a quick question. Here in Quebec, we have a speed limit regulation of about 30 kilometers an hour. So the scooters will be limited to that speed. Our scooters doesn't fall to this rule. So you can limit the speed to whatever you want. In Quebec, you're right. I think it's 32 kilometers an hour in the bike lanes, etc. So again, please follow your local regulation and laws. Keep that 32 kilometers an hour. If you're going off-road or if you're going in private property, etc., feel free to go whatever you want. Just please adhere to your local laws. It's super important. Wear helmet, etc.
They all come lock the scooters at 20 kilometers an hour. Yeah. So when you unlock it, it's your responsibility.
Exactly. Sam, correct. We're covering the V6 today. So any questions you have, please let us know. There's also a really good video that the L1 and the team launched this week on the V6 walkthrough. Apollo City Pro, any changes? Not for now. There's just a V6, the upgrade kits, which is on the website with the turn signals, which is great. Silva, Apollo Pro tail lights not working. Please contact our service team. Just submit a ticket and we'll take care of that for you. Intervention. So I've seen a video you posted on the Pro running at night, and I've noticed that the headlight doesn't have a bright beam. Will you upgrade this? It's probably in comparison to the thing. It is quite bright though, no?
It is bright. It could be brighter. The problem with the headlight that we have is there's not enough space in the headset to fit something crazy because of everything I mentioned before. The good news though is that on the handlebar of the Pro, which is the only model we have like this pretty much, well, with the Phantom and the Ghost, you can attach regular light. It's a 22 millimeter diameter. So if you want something that's super crazy bright, you can attach it on it. But for now, it is definitely bright enough, the one on the Pro. But yeah, it's not like an external module that is 3000 lumen. No, it's not that bright.
But again, visibility is really, really key, and you'll be seen with the scooter, which is also really important. Huge news, actually, guys. Today we officially sold out of the beta program, which is huge, which means that, again, all of the units have already been reserved, which is a huge milestone for us. So to everybody who did participate and who are getting a unit, thank you so much again for your trust and support here. It's incredible, and we're really, really excited for you to get these units. So that's really huge for us.
And the video too that we posted, it's the V5. The V6 is definitely brighter. The headlight, maybe we can post a comparison, but so yeah, on the V6, the headlight is brighter, just like all the lights on the scooter.
Yeah, perfect. Interventions as well. Will the dot display dim when the headlights are on?
No.
Yeah. No, and you have both. You have the dot display and you have your phone. What's nice is that you can put your phone straight, or you can also put your phone sideways. So you can still see the dot display and have your phone running. The app won't turn, it's fine, but you can still have your phone for now. Any updates on the better acceleration and top speed, Austin? So Elwha quickly touched on it. We are playing a bit with the firmware and playing around with this, and we should be able to update you soon. There is some positive progress, which we're very excited to share, but yes, it will be better acceleration and speed.
In the week and live next week, we're going to know.
So. Yeah, we'll share the results. During the 40-day beta program, will I be able to do surveys on phone, or is it text only?
It's on the phone. It's all going to be built in. You're going to have a progress bar. The UI is really nice. It's being pushed today, the release for this. And when you're going to go pick up your Pro at our repair center, we're going to set up the app for you and show you where it is in the portal. So yeah, it should be super convenient for you.
And please, please, please do as much of the surveys and feedback as possible. It's the only way we can improve. So that's really important. Austin, that's done. Well, is Apollo considering an upgrade program, buying all scooters and offering new scooters for a discounted price? Same applies for upgrade cities. Yes, we are working on it right now. Great suggestion, and that's key for us. We really want to reward our loyal Apollo fan base when new products come out and have a training program. So the team is working on that, and we'll share some updates soon. But it is in the works for sure. I think that's really important. Okay, Mazan, yeah, we've already done this one. Thank you guys for all the compliments. This is lovely. Has a beta program shipped from China yet? I'm very excited to get mine. Still nearly there, really, really nearly. It's in the final touches. And once it ships, we'll let you know. No dim display, just no tail lights except Phantom. So Sylvain, support ticket, please. Can a Chrome deck be a pay option on the Pro 2023? Can't wait to buy my Pro. So like I mentioned, the Chrome deck is, right now, it's just for fun. We're doing it on the color scheme, but if there's enough demand from the customers, of course, it's a really cool upgrade. So yeah, thanks for letting us know the feedback. We'll probably send a survey and see if there's a lot of interest. But yeah, that's really nice. Will there be Apollo branded reviewer mirrors options? Ooh.
I have one. I made them. I have them here in the office. The problem now is that we found a really nice one. They're perfect. It's just they only fit 22 millimeter handlebar like we have on the Pro Air and Ghost, but not for the Air and City. And I would like to have something that fit for everything. And to be honest, the MOQ is quite high for those mirrors, so it would be nice to have one mirror that fit the whole lineup. So yes, we found some. They're great. We're working now with the supplier to see what we can do. Do we open new mold for the bracket of the Air and City? I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely something we're considering.
Yeah, great question. And mirrors are really important. I'm part of the beta program for the Pro, and I'd like to know the size dimensions folded and unfolded to know if it fits in my car. Great question.
Well, we have the card.
We have it? Okay. So yeah, if you can try to our team on the chat, we can send it straight over. That's a really good question. Kevin, again, trade-ins, we don't know exactly when they're going to be available yet. We're working as quick as possible to get this. And once we do, please make sure you're signed up to our email list, and we're going to be blasting this out to everyone. I want to say, what are the new security features?
You have the electromagnetic motor lock, like we already have on all our model. The difference now is that it's triggering an alarm that is way too loud. So if you touch it, it's going to scream and all the lights goes on. You're going to have the IoT as well that you can subscribe to. So again, that's like a GPS connectivity. If someone touches your scooter, you're going to receive a notification on your phone. If someone grabbed the scooter, like lift it, run with it, put it in the trunk and leave with it, you're going to be able to track it. You're going to be able to arm it, disarm it, like put the alarm or not. And if you're not able to retrieve it for some reason, I don't know, they drill the IoT, like, I don't know, if for some reason, if you can't retrieve it, you can kill it permanently. So they will never be able to turn it back on until you decide that they can, if you do retrieve it. And on top of that, we're coming out with a custom lock. So yeah, there is a whole suite of different security feature with the Pro.
But it's horrendously loud. Like, it hurts your ears. So anybody who touches this when it's parked or whatever is going to run away quickly, hopefully. And it's heavy. It's not like a quick scooter you can just pick up and run off. So we'd still recommend using a lock at all times. Like, don't leave this outside. It's a very expensive scooter.
Still 30 pounds lighter than the Segway GT2.
Just a little dig. Chiro, I just ordered brake pads. When you guys come down to Florida, I'm glad to show you around. Thank you so much. If ever you're in Montreal, we'd be glad to show you around as well. On side, we just answered, when will your Ghost ship upgrade to European suppliers? That's shipping in July, so in 1 month. So contact your dealer, and they should be able to get that as of July in Europe. Will there be USB-C power ports at some point?
So we needed to decide between this and the wireless charging. So I just went with our wireless charging. Now, if we do put USB-C, it's going to be like the charging port, maybe like we see on some new scooters. And then you could plug from the charging port your device. But I don't think I'm going to put one on the head. And if you put one on the head, well, then you need to have like a cover to keep the IP66. Like, it's messing up with other things. So for now, no.
Are you planning to add a V2L function to the new scooters, which will allow you to charge gadgets or something else? I guess it's quite a similar question. Again, we're keeping it simple for the first one with the wireless charging of your phone.
Maybe with the Explorer, with the battery pack, the outside battery pack, you could plug other things. Maybe not like 120 volt, but the Explorer would make more sense.
Yeah, and again, there's so many incredible aftermarket portable batteries and everything. Okay, our priority is IP66, right? You want to make sure it's waterproof, and adding all these functionalities can mess that up. We'll get there at some point. It's still just focusing on the priorities. Is there a speed hack for all the scooters? No, not really.
No.
To be clear, I bought the City Pro today, and from what you just said, there is an upgrade kit in development. So Sam, there is already an upgrade kit available on our website. I think it's shipping end of the month or next month.
Shipping it,
yeah. So it's all on the website. You can already pre-order this, and it's such an easy installation. It's literally just taking the handlebar off, putting the new handlebar upgrade in.
Shipping around the 12th of July, sometime.
12th of July. So Sam, that's a really cool upgrade if you want the front 10 signals.
It's really easy to do. It's the same setup process as the current scooter you have now. So you just unplug the handlebar, plug the new one, and you have all the latest feature.
Yeah. Okay, Jerry, depends on you for alpha, beta. Yeah. Any chances if you are planning to switch to certain models made of carbon fiber to make the scooter more lighter, stable, etc., Phantom V2, and I will wait till something crazy is launched?
Maybe we have. I don't know. Maybe we have. Maybe I don't know.
The reality is, again, scooters. It's already incredibly complex to also create such a high-powered, long-range scooter with the price point that it's currently at. Of course, we can make anything, right? You can make a carbon fiber, incredibly long range, etc., but then it's going to start costing $5,000 to customers, and that's not what people want to pay for the scooter market. So right now, our scooters are people are looking for 25 miles an hour, 10-mile range, etc. The lightness of the scooter of 25 pounds is really to be a sweet spot. I know people are looking for less and less and less. We're working on it, but it's just the price factor is really, really key here. So Not right yet, but we're
And if
getting
we
there.
do one, it's not going to be a regular carbon fiber with the layer and that look like garbage like the other one. It's going to be special like the rest of the scooter. We have a plan if we're going to do it. Remain to be seen, but
Tommy, any info on the price of the Polo Care? Not exactly right now, but we should be getting that soon as well. Marc-André, keep one for me, the mirrors. Okay. Yes, please consider folding handlebars. Also, is there a way to share different ideas? I have one that might solve weakness. It's an old folding fashion.
So we have as of next release of the app, which is going to be mid-July, end of June, you're going to be able to submit all your suggestions directly in the app. There's going to be a feedback form. So you could submit your feedback there. And for the folding handlebar, if you have a great idea, tell it to me because I haven't tried a good folding handlebar yet, or at least one. There are some good ones, but there's some limitation, right? Like you could not put the Ghost handlebar, let's say, on the Pro because of all the electronics we have. So if you have something you think could fit all our models, yes, please let us know.
That's it. It's like aesthetics. Safety is the number one priority, and until we can find a handlebar that's incredibly safe and looks great, that's not a priority now, but it is in the works as well for sure. Austin, will there be anything on the betas to secure the folded handlebars to the deck, not carrying it so when transporting it doesn't get damaged?
No.
Not for now. It's really heavy, the scooter, and I doubt anyone would be able to lift it from the handle.
It is a good point, though, that when you put it in your car, then it's swinging everywhere. It's annoying. We did make a new system that we're going to show with the new Explore and the new Light. But we could adapt it to the Pro in the future. So yeah, I feel the same. It's annoying in the car when it's swinging. But yeah, not to carry it by the stem. It's way too heavy.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. To put it, it's good. Will the Pro come with both fast charger and regular one?
No, only for now. Only fast charger. Yeah, for now only fast charger.
Okay. Outside, yes, definitely a drink. Does the alarm only work when the scooter is on?
So right now we changed the flow that with the old scooter, didn't really make sense because you could put the scooter in alarm mode and you could turn off the scooter and walk with it. So defeat the whole purpose. With the Pro, you cannot, when the scooter is in alarm mode, you cannot turn it off. And all the lights after 2 minutes on the scooters, now they're all red. They're gonna all turn off except the rear brake light. So it's more discreet and you cannot turn it off. So if someone touch it, all the lights gonna come on and all the speaker is gonna be screaming very loudly. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, guys, we have 1 minute, so we're gonna super rush on these last questions. But thank you so much for all this participation. It's great. I'm a speedy guy, but not that rich enough to get a Phantom. So which one do you recommend to me, the City or the Ghost? The Ghost is faster and top speed. The City is much more comfortable and just has much better features. So it depends if you're looking for pure speed, Ghost. If you're looking for everything else like comfort and a good overall scooter, the City Pro by far.
Get the City.
What is the planned roadmap for the Ghost? We will share more with you guys in the future on this. We don't have one too much now. Steve, how about electric circuit adapter for those who really need to charge while we're out for the Pro? I mean, just a fast charger, right?
An electric circuit adapter for those time we really need.
It's exactly like the, I don't know if it's like the car charging system that they're asking for.
Well, car charging, you buy a converter, you put it in the cigar plug, and you can charge it like this. You can also use electric car charger. There's adapters that are being sold out there. It's taking the electric car charger circuit, and it's an output of a wall plug. Yeah. And the fast charger is already fast. So, yeah.
Cool. Okay, so all these are good. The IP66 video has just been posted, so enjoy. On-site, yes. 3 or 4. Okay. Will there be a solid locking loop molded into the frame at some point? Currently locking methods. That's a good idea.
So no, we did design one, but I don't see the point, honestly, because, well, okay, you can lock it with the fork, and then if someone have a wrench, whatever, they can undo it, sure. So you can lock it on the rear footrest, which you cannot undo this, or you can lock it with the kickstand, which are solid kickstands, so which you could unlock, I guess, but so you have a lot of good points where you can lock the actual scooter. So yeah, for now, we designed one, but am I going to open the mold and do everything just for that? Honestly, I don't think so. And we have a new lock coming out that is like answering this need 100%. So stay tuned.
Okay, Michael, it's 150 Ali access units, 70 kilometers an hour for the Ghost upgrade. No, that is not correct. Top speed, I think, is around 65. We say 60. You can probably push it to 63, 65. Noel, hey guys, love a Polo. I own an Apollo. The only thing is wanting more battery life. On an Apollo Ghost, no, the deck, you can't fit anything higher than 18AH battery. Unfortunately, if you need more range, you'd have to go for the Phantom or the Pro, which is expensive. But yeah, thank you for the love. I still appreciate it. I have the Phantom V3. Will the Beta Pro use the same app? Yes, all our scooters are using the exact same app. With the smart BMS of the Pro, are we able to limit the charge max 80%?
No.
Not for now, unfortunately. Thanks so perfect. Cool. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for these. This is incredible. Lots and lots of questions and a lot of great questions. Again, if you haven't seen the video of the V6 walkthrough or the IP X66 one on the Pro, please look on our Facebook and our YouTube channels. Again, just a reminder that the winner of this week's Apollo Air 2021 is Marcus Kotha. So if you guys haven't, or if for those of you who are unaware of the competition we have on, please go into our Instagram page and you can participate in our summer campaign and win a free scooter. And yeah, we'll see you next week. So thank you so much.
We're launching the Indiegogo pre-launch.
Yes, that's launching next week. Yeah, so we'll give you more information on that. For the Apollo Pro, any feedback would be great. And if you guys have anything, I mean, we'll launch the whole thing and send it to you. So please make sure you're signed up to our email updates as well. But apart from that, it's beautiful. It's sunny outside. So get on your scooter and enjoy the weekend, everybody. And we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.